Hey there folks, Tom Rigsby here from TomRigsby.com. Today, it's Friday and we're putting a wrap on a week worth of vision-based framework. That's right, the framework that will help you achieve your vision. We've already talked about vision setting or vision casting itself. We've talked about goals, including that big, hairy, audacious goal, projects and tasks. Today, we're talking about the underpinning, the foundation under all of that. It's your values. That's coming up today on 7 Minutes in the Morning. Well, hey folks, good morning and welcome. This is 7 Minutes in the Morning. It's your daily dose from me, your business coach. My name is Tom Rigsby. Well, this week we have been talking about that vision-based framework, how you can start with the vision, cast your vision of perfect success and what that would look like to you on a daily, weekly, yearly basis. And then from that we want to derive our goals, our projects, and tasks. Well, underlying all of that, it has to be your values. All of your vision, all of your projects, your goals, your tasks, they all have to be in alignment with your vision. Because if they're not, you're just not going to get there. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you think you want to, if those things are in conflict with your values, then it's just not going to work. And I chose, if you're watching the video today, I kind of chose a background that includes some of the things that contribute to my values. There's pictures of the family here. There's some faith-related symbols. There are things that, that just drive my motivation for what keeps me going every day. You need to make sure that your values are driving your vision. Now, how can you test that? Well, on the vision statement, it's a little complicated. It's because it's a longer term. You know, I want to make $8 million. I want to, excuse me, I want to make work optional and location irrelevant. Well, those things don't necessarily seem to conflict with your values. Well, what if one of your values is to spend quality time with your family? Well, if you are, and one of your visions is to live in, I don't know, Timbuktu, wherever. Well, if your family's not living there, that might be in conflict with one of those values. All right? The same with goals. Now, you can have a vision that I'll have $8 million in the bank by the time I'm 50, well, whatever the number is, right? And you might have a goal to rob 15 banks before in the next year. Well, if you've got a value of integrity, robbing the bank, number one, is going to land you in jail, but number two is in conflict with that value of integrity. All right? So, as you can see, we've done with the vision and the goals. Just go through each one of your goals, your BHAG, your projects, and your tasks. Make sure that those things are in line with your values. Now, how do you come up with your values? Well, actually, that part is pretty easy. They are the things that are important to you no matter what. Even if you didn't have a penny, even if you didn't have a house to live in, if you didn't have a car to drive, didn't have a job, a business, no bank account, nothing. What's important to you? You know, I've said, I've told you the story several times about how I've had some great highs and some great lows in business, and there have been times going through those lows where, you know, I just had to look at my wife and say, you know what, we might not get to stay in the house, but as long as we're all together, it'll be okay, right? So for me, that close-knit family, that being with family, that's an important value for me, right? Being a person of integrity, having fun, being happy. Those are all things that are important to me, even when the worst things in life happen. Now, do you have to do those things all the time? No. But simply stated, your values are those things that are there all the time, no matter what, no matter what. Anything that might happen, those things are always there with you. So that's how you can identify those values, right? Unfortunately, I can't give you a list of values. Those have to come from you. Your values are just like your opinions. They're unique and only yours, right? So I saved values for Friday for a reason. I want you to take some time today and some time over the weekend, just some time of quiet reflection, and think about those things that would be important to you, right? If in the worst possible circumstances that could happen, what are those characteristics that you would hold on to that would give you hope, that would give you some satisfaction, some strength and fortitude inside to get up and go do it again the next day? Take some time this weekend, take a long walk. For me, as weird as it sounds, I like to ride the lawnmower and do this sort of thing. It helps that I can cut the grass at the same time, let me tell you. All right, but whatever your quiet time of reflection is, take that time and jot those down and hold on to them for a couple of days. Look over them every day, see if they still make sense, see if they need to be tweaked. But those values become the underpinning and the very first filter that you run everything in your vision-based framework through. I hope that something we've talked about this week, talking about the vision-based framework, has helped you. If it has, I would love to hear from you. You can drop me an email, tom@tomrigsby.com. You can find me on Twitter now. My Twitter handle is @TomRigsby. If you've previously connected with me, you're still connected with me. That old Twitter handle, JT Rigsby, time has passed for that. Now, look me up. I'm at Tom Rigsby. You can also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Tom Rigsby Coaching. Love to hear from you. Love to get your feedback on this week's episodes. And I'd like to start getting some questions from you. I'm going to put together a listener question series in the coming weeks, and I'd like to get those questions in from you. Go ahead and jot those down in email. Send them to me, tom@tomrigsby.com, and we'll get those included. Well, as I do on every Friday, I want to encourage you to get some rest and rejuvenate yourself this weekend. If you have to work, then I hope it's profitable and meaning for you. But I want you to come back on Monday recharged and ready to go. We'll have a brand new series ready for you then. Until then, my name is Tom Rigsby, and I'm your business coach.